Our call here this evening, and just need to make sure that we are unmuted, which I believe everything is good, so make sure everyone can hear me. All right, welcome everyone. I'm excited to be able to work with the folks here at New Life Christian School. I think that we're making history tonight with our first webinar, so you got to be patient and work with us as we go through this, and I think we'll have a great evening tonight, share with you some great information about a new program that we're going to be beginning here. As of today, we're officially launching our RAM Rewards program. Many of you may know it as a SCRIP program. But before we get started with our presentation this evening, I just want to take a minute to say a quick prayer, and then we'll go ahead and begin. So let's go ahead and bow our heads in prayer, and we just want to say thank you, Father, for the opportunity to come together and share this great information with everyone at our school. And we ask your blessings on our program, the RAM Rewards program, and all of the faculty and staff and teachers, and our headmaster, Jason, that's here with us this evening, and Sherry, the president of the PTSF program, and all the families that are attending tonight, and those that will listen to our recording of this over the next several weeks as we begin to launch this new program. And we ask you to bless everything and make it what you want and what you will with the program and the great things that we can do for our school in the days ahead. Thank you, Father. Amen. All right, so let's go ahead and get started this evening, guys. First thing I'd like to do before we get into the meat of the SCRIP program and the RAM Rewards program is just first make an introduction of our headmaster, Jason Burrell. Everybody certainly knows Jason, and I asked him to join us here this evening because this is a great undertaking and task that we're going to be attempting and moving forward on. We're excited about it, and we just want to make sure that you get a chance to hear from him and the excitement that he has as well for our program. So let's welcome Jason to the webinar, and famous here this evening.
Thank you, Charles, for having us, and thank you for producing this webinar. As you were introducing this and saying how this is the first webinar that New Life has hosted, I was just thinking back to 2.5 years ago when we were just starting the PTSF, and to think that we've come this far to now we're actually hosting a webinar to introduce a new program to the school community. I just want to thank Sherry Wessel as well for being the PTSF president the last year and a half, helping carry us to this point. She's been spearheading many projects, and this is just one of many that she has been involved with. And for Charles Pettit for coming on and taking part in the research and to putting this together. I really believe in this RAMS Reward Program, as the SCRIP as it is officially called, but we are going to call it the RAMS Reward Program. It is a great way for the school community to raise funds without actually having to go out and fundraise. This is just something that we can do in our normal daily walk, purchasing these gift cards. Charles will go into the nuts and bolts of it in a little bit, but this is just something that we know as a school we've always tried to raise funds, but it's always hard and it's always kind of piecemeal. So I think this is a great way to kind of start putting it all together into one main thing. New Life, we have many projects that we have out there in the years to come. I believe there's some exciting things happening on campus. I believe as we move forward into the coming years and with some more extra funds that we are receiving, we can really be a shining light in the community, an academic institute that the Frederick area will know and trust. So I believe with these funds coming in, it will help us to grow, to mature, to give the technology that we want for our students as they prepare to go out into the world and just walk with the Lord and to grow out there. So again, thank you, Charles, for having us. Thank you, Sherry, as well. And I'd like to introduce, pass this over to Sherry now. She's going to say a few words. Thank you.
Hello. I would like to welcome all of you as well as parents and community members to the webinar. I'd like to thank you for taking your time. I know schedules are busy, and we appreciate your willingness to join us and participate in this webinar. We hope you'll find the information helpful, that you'll develop a better understanding of this new fundraising opportunity and the ways that you might be able to incorporate it into your family's monthly budget. As parents, I know that we all feel blessed that our children have the opportunity to be educated in a Christian environment. I know that we want our children to receive a quality education, one that prepares them for whatever God calls them to in the future. And I know we want to be able to support our school and the needs of New Life. However, I also understand that with the current economical situation, many of us have felt negative impact, and we lack or have very little disposable income that really is needed for many of the fundraising programs that are out there. I know if you're like us, we've bought many items over the years that we really didn't need in order to support the school and support our daughter. So this is a really exciting opportunity because it can be incorporated into your existing budget and doesn't require out-of-pocket expenses, or our goal is really that we don't put additional financial burden on our families. So as a PTSF group, we've really been looking for fundraising opportunities that allow us to help the school, support the needs of the school, but again, not put the financial burden back on our families to support those programs. So we're very excited. We'd also like to thank Charles for setting everything up. It was brought up at a board meeting, and Charles offered to look into it, and he thoroughly researched it. He put together the webinar, the advertising materials, and has volunteered to be our NLCS coordinator. So he really has made the implementation of this program possible. So thank you, Charles. And after hearing all the information tonight, we really pray that you will consider how your family may be able to look at your budget, restructure how you spend your monthly budget, and look for ways that you might be able to incorporate this exciting program into the money that you currently are already spending each month. We know it'll take a little bit of getting used to and looking for those ways that you could naturally make it fit. But we also know that as we work together, each family, we really can make a difference and provide for the needs of New Life. So we look forward to working with you. Please let us know if you have questions. Thanks so much.
Okay, wonderful job. Really appreciate that, Jason and Sherry. And I'll go ahead and get the webinar started as far as getting into the nuts and bolts of the RAM Rewards program. My name is Charles, for those of you that haven't had a chance to meet me, but I've been searching for quite some time now on what I can do to help to support the New Life Christian School. You know, my daughter's been fortunate enough to attend the school since kindergarten, and I've been very busy in my business for the last several years and really was looking for a way to give back to the school. And an email came out a few weeks or a month or so ago looking for someone to help the school with marketing efforts, and that's something that I know how to do, and I volunteered to become a part of that and attended the first PTSF meeting. And you know, the topic came up about this SCRIP program. I had never heard of it before. Sounded very intriguing to me, so I looked into it and just really got excited about it and came back and said, hey, you know, this is something that I think that our school can really benefit from. And for the last couple of weeks, I've been doing all the research that's needed, and we've got the program totally set up, ready to go. So we will be able to start taking orders and implementing the program after this evening's webinar. Tonight is just going to be designed to give you a brief introduction, overview of the program. Obviously, we know that there's going to be a lot of work in the days ahead to make sure that everybody is aware of how the program works, how to get on board with that, and how to start using it and implementing it. But we'll have to start from somewhere. So today we start at A, and we'll go to B, C, and we'll take it one step at a time, and we'll all become experts in the RAM Rewards program over the next several weeks, and we're excited to be able to launch this program. So let's go ahead and get started and talk about what is SCRIP. You know, SCRIP is a program that has been put together by this particular company. There's a few of them out there, but the Great Lakes SCRIP program is the oldest one in the country today. They've been around for several decades, and many nonprofit organizations and schools and churches have been using this program for 15, 20 years, and I've been studying some of their success stories, and it's just been wonderful to see what some of these nonprofits and other schools have been able to do with the program. And we're excited to be able to launch that here at New Life as well. But basically, the SCRIP program is really a gift card program, and you can see there on your screen that there's many different companies out there today. In fact, there's hundreds of companies that are part of the gift card program or the SCRIP program. But SCRIP means substitute money. So basically what we're saying is that you purchase gift cards in advance. You use those to make your purchases at all these major retailers, restaurants, pretty much you name it. These companies are out there today and they exist. And, you know, we'll talk about how you could possibly change some of your purchasing habits and make a significant contribution to our school without you spending any additional dollars than what you're currently already spending. I think the greatest thing about this program is that it doesn't cost you any additional money other than a 15-cent transaction fee when you get the gift cards, which we'll talk about. So for less than a postage stamp, you really can make a big difference for the school. And again, this is not you buying things on fundraisers or other selling programs. This is a way to give back to the school without costing the family additional dollars, as Sherry mentioned earlier, which was something that was very important to us when we decided to start this program, because we wanted to make sure that it wasn't, you know, making a further impact on the finances of families out there today, and that was something that was important. So you'll have a chance to see those things as we go through here this evening. But as I looked at all the different gift cards that were available and the retailers out there in America today that are part of this program, I don't think I could really find any retailers that I use on a regular basis that really wasn't on the list. So seems like pretty much all the major retailers and even a lot of the smaller ones have really gotten on board with these programs, and it's a win-win for everybody, for the retailers, the school, for the families, and ultimately at the end of the day for all of our children. So we're excited about what those opportunities can bring to the school. And you'll see here a list of just some of the bigger ones that are out there. You know, you see that these are some of the titans in the retail industry. And, you know, you'll be able to go to the SCRIP website and see a whole list of them. But there's literally hundreds of different companies that you can purchase these gift cards from, or what we're going to be calling the RAM Rewards program. And I've already set up the account for myself personally, and I'll be purchasing my first SCRIP cards this week, just kind of leading the charge here, being that I'm the one that kind of put this together and decided that I would volunteer to put in some time and efforts to make this program work. So I'll be the first one to make some orders here this week. But as I studied a lot of different SCRIP programs around the country, I see that many organizations are using and have been using these programs quite successfully for a long time. And I've seen where, you know, some even medium-sized type of programs have been able to bring in, you know, an additional $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year in income to the school to be able to be used for different projects, which we'll mention here towards the end of our webinar today. Some of the ideas of some of the goals that we have on things that we want to be able to use these funds for. And I think that all of you would agree that these are some great things and great benefits that we can bring back to the students here at New Life, not only for the current students, but for the future growth of the school and for what we want to be able to do and what we want to present to the community here in Frederick County. So we're excited about those things. So basically the way that this works is that the Great Lakes SCRIP Center, they basically buy gift cards from retailers at a discount. They go out and they negotiate those terms, and they process those at their headquarters. And then we, as a nonprofit organization through the New Life Christian School, we make orders. We purchase those gift cards through the website. You'll see there on your screen, www.glscrip.com. And through what they call the Presto Pay program, there's going to be three main websites that all of you are going to want to be familiar with. That is the glscrip.com, the shopwithscrip.com, and the Presto Pay program, which we'll share with you a minute about towards the later part of the webinar. but you'll actually be able to go online, look at all the different retailers and what programs that they have available and the different denominations, and you'll be able to purchase those gift cards right there online. We submit that order. We'll be doing that on a weekly basis. In fact, we're going to start taking orders as early as tomorrow. And we, as an organization, as a school, we will submit our first master order coming this Monday. And we will expect to have gift cards back into the hands of the families by the end of next week. So if any of you were a part of the SCRIP programs in the past, I can say that this is not the SCRIP program that your parents or your grandparents used to use. You know, this is a much better program with technology today, the online ordering, the ability to be able to use what they call SCRIP now and actually purchase your gift cards online and print those out right there at your printer at home. You can actually order your cards and potentially be in the store this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon using that from the barcode that comes out on your printer to reload programs, which there's a little bit over 100 retailers right now that once you get your card, like Starbucks, for example, you can go online and reload your card and continue to use that same card and not have to wait for another card to come in. So a lot of great advantages that come along these days with the modern technology and software that's available. And this is a program that you're going to be able to see instant gratification, as well as the school will be able to see instant funds coming in that can be put to work right away for some of the different projects that we have at the school. So that's pretty awesome, pretty powerful. So basically the way this works is that you determine what SCRIP cards you want to purchase from what retailers, what denomination, say $25 or $50 or $100 or whatever it is that you want to purchase at any one time. And you go ahead and you make that purchase. You do that pretty much online, and they have a way to securely connect through your checking or your savings account. Or if you don't feel comfortable with that, there will be an option for you to pay by check, although that would take a little bit longer, and we're hoping that the families, most of you will take advantage of the online Presto Pay program, which will make this program run a lot smoother. And you know, we'll have to have less volunteers on a weekly basis to be able to process those orders if we do it all online. So it'll really help us out all the way around, and you'll see how safe and secure and convenient that it is. I signed up for it a couple days ago. I'm already ready to go, and it really is pretty quick and pretty easy and painless to get started. So you purchase those. That order comes into the organization, to the school, to me as the coordinator. I process the order as the entire order for the whole school. We send that order out. For example, if we place the order this coming Monday before 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the order will leave from the SCRIP Center on the very next day, on Tuesday. They use FedEx, and we'll have the order back at the school. Should be on that Wednesday or Thursday at the latest, and we'll be able to process those and have those gift cards back into the hands of the families by that Friday. So the turnaround time is actually relatively quick. You use that card, you go out to the grocery store, the gas station, the Walmarts, the Home Depot, wherever it is that you do your shopping, and you use that gift card just the same as cash for the full face value. So if you purchase a $25 gift card, you have $25 on that gift card, you go use it, and you purchase $25 worth of goods. It doesn't cost you, you don't lose anything on that card as far as value is concerned, and I think that is a wonderful thing and exciting thing. So the difference between the Great Lakes SCRIP Center discount and the face value is the revenue for your organization. And these organizations, these retailers have agreed to provide a nonprofit donation, so to speak, back to the school. And each one of those companies pay something different, as low as 2% upwards to as high as about 17%. And I've seen now during the Christmas holiday, a lot of the retailers have added on additional bonuses for gift cards that are purchased to take advantage of the Christmas time, because obviously we all purchase a lot of gift cards during this time. So right now is a great time to use the program. It's also one of the reasons that it kind of seems a little bit last minute that we've come out with this program, because we wanted to get the program into the hands of the families before the Christmas holiday so that all of you could start taking advantage of that, and we didn't want to miss that opportunity for you to be able to help the school over the next few weeks as we go through a little bit of a heavier volume season with Christmas upon us. So we're excited about that, and we want you to be able to take advantage of that opportunity as well. And those rebates come back to the school, and they can really add up. Like I said, I've studied where schools are bringing in tens of thousands of dollars in additional revenue every year that they can use to, achieve some of those goals that the school has. And it can really make a serious difference for New Life Christian School, and that's one of the things that I'm excited about, because I certainly want to be able to go out there and help to make a difference for the school. So when you look at what is some of the potential of what can be earned for the school on the rebate side, if you look at the average family, and if you were to purchase about $600 a month in groceries, and let's say that the average grocery store, the Giants, the Safeways, these types of stores out there, if they were rebating back to the school an average of 4%, that would be $288 during that year that would be coming back to the nonprofit. If you spent about $200 a month on gasoline, that would be about $60 with a 2.5% average rebate back to the school. If you go out to eat at the restaurants, the Red Lobster, the Olive Garden, these types of places, that average is about a 10% return back to the school, which would be, if an average family spent $200 a month on those types of things, that's $240 every year. Clothing, $200 is $144 at an average of 6%. Entertainment, if you spend $50 a month on entertainment type of activities, 9% is $54, and home improvement and home repairs at about a 2% average is $36. So, if you just look at an average family, that's $822 a year per family. And I think, looking at the averages out there today, this is a very conservative number. And could you imagine if we had 20 families, 50 families, 100 families that were embracing this program, and we could have the ability to make that kind of an impact for the school without it costing us any additional dollars out of our pocket. I just think that that's something that we can be very excited about, and that we can do some great things out there for our families and for our children in particular. So the great thing about this is that there's no selling. This program is totally you changing, and maybe you might have to redo some of your spending habits or pre-plan your purchases, a few days more in advance or something like that. But you can really help to raise money for the school just with your household shopping budget. And, I know how sometimes we feel a little bit guilty, and, I know when my daughter comes home and, she's getting involved in a fundraising program for the school, and, I just purchase things sometimes that maybe I don't really need, but I want to support the school, and I want to support my child. So this is a great way to still be able to do those things and not have to go out and purchase things that maybe I don't necessarily need, but I just want to really support our school. And I think that many of us can understand where we're coming from on that. So retailers donate a portion of their profit to the nonprofit organization, and really in exchange for our loyalty and to be able to go out and purchase those things with them. And, of course, they get that cash in advance, which is a good thing for those businesses as well. So it's really a win-win situation. So when that money comes into the school through those rebates, it will really help to enrich the New Life Christian School, and for all the students and everyone that's involved at the school. And, talking to the headmaster, Jason, here this evening, we know that we've got some goals that we really want to achieve for the school. And a few things that we just wanted to share with you guys that's really uppermost in our mind is, I think everybody knows that, we've got a real big push right now to help to complete the science lab completion. And we want to continue to raise funds for that goal, and that's certainly one of the top things on the list for the school. We want to be able to have enhanced technology in the classrooms for all the students so that they can participate more in those types of technology and be a part of what's going on out there, and to be able to learn those things at a younger age, which is going to certainly help them to compete out there in the world as they get older and start on with their own lives and their own families. And funding of the school lunch program, and we don't know if we'll be able to get all these things done, this year. I've got some big goals that I'd love to be able to get everybody excited about, but it's certainly something that we can shoot for over the next several years at least here, and we're going to kind of see how this goes. But we certainly wanted to be able to bring this together for you guys this evening and be able to show you what are some of the things that we want to be able to do and what we can do together as a family unit, here at the school. And this is really the website that I want to direct you guys' attention to here this evening. So after we finish here, if you guys really want to start to learn some more, what I would recommend that you do is go ahead and take some time to log into the Great Lakes Script Center website, which is the glsc.com, and just really kind of learn some more about the program. There's some videos on there that are really neat. There are other programs in here that you can go to and watch videos. Right here is where you can go to enroll right now. If you're curious as to what other companies are involved in the SCRIP program, you can go in here and you can browse by categories and find your favorite stores. You can go to the home page here, get the alphabetical listing by category of all the different retailer lists. Everything is right in here. The other website that you'd want to go to is the shopwithscript.com. That's where you would go to get yourself basically signed up for the being able to purchase the cards and to be able to use, I think I have maybe that link right there. Let's see if that pulls that up. Yep, shopwithscript.com is right there. And basically you set up your username and password. You can get yourself registered. We're going to email out to you guys. I'll ask the school tomorrow morning to email everyone with the New Life Christian Schools number as far as there's a code that you have to put in there to assign you to the school. So all of that stuff is going to be coming to you. You'll go right here and say sign up now, and you'll create all of those things. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be working with the folks that manage the website for New Life Christian School. We're going to take this webinar that we've done here this evening, and we're going to post it online so people can go ahead and watch this over again, or those that didn't get a chance to participate this evening will have an opportunity to go on and watch the recording. It's also something that you could send out to extended family members, especially like grandparents. I know that I've talked to my mom about it, and she would love to be able to support her granddaughter and some of the efforts at the school, and she's planning to purchase some gift cards from the SCRIP program. So it's just unlimited as to what we can do with the program. Myself personally, I'm very excited about it. I know that it's going to take a great deal of effort in the beginning for the marketing side and really getting the word out to all the families, and I'm prepared to work through that and just become a part of the team to get out and get the word out, and we'd appreciate all the talking that you guys can do that are on here this evening as well to get the word out. We'll use the website, we'll use the school to do that. And I think that together we can really build a great program that we're all going to be excited and be proud about. And what I'd like to do is, if there is any questions here this evening, I know that we've got some folks on the webinar. Basically, you could type in a question inside of your control panel in the webinar itself, and we can unmute you and you can ask the question, or you could raise your hand. And if there isn't any questions, or if you want to ask something more one-on-one, you can certainly, reach out to us. If you'd like to talk with me, you can get my contact information through the school, and they'd certainly be happy to provide that to you. We will put that information on the website, so if anybody has any particular questions, that they could ask me about it, as I'm certainly striving to become the subject matter expert. But if I don't know the answer, I certainly get a hold of the folks over at the SCRIP Center at the main company, and we can get all of those questions answered and kind of take it from there. So I don't see any questions coming out here at this point. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get those questions addressed as they come up. Probably everybody's shy, don't want to ask questions here this evening, so I can certainly understand that. And I think with that, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. I didn't want to take a whole lot of time. We just told you we'd be taking about a half an hour or so to share this information with you. So that's really about it. I think what we would like to do again is just close in a prayer, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. So if we will, we can bow our heads again in prayer. And again, we just want to thank Heavenly Father for, allowing us the opportunity to share this great information with all the families here at New Life Christian School this evening, and for making sure our technology kind of worked for us. And looks like everything went through very well. And, we know that we're excited about the program, and we just really want to do what's best for the school and for all the families that's involved with the school. And, we ask for your blessings on the program, and that you'll guide us in the right direction to make sure that everything that we do is done in a way that's going to benefit certainly all of the children at the school at New Life Christian School. And we ask that in your name that you bless those things, Lord. Thank you very much, and amen. All right, everyone. Again, that's it. We hope to see you at some of the meetings in the days ahead as we present some of these things in more of a live event. But nonetheless, we wanted to get this information out to you as quickly as we can. And look out on the website next couple of days for some additional information. And please look out for the emails that'll start to begin to come out tomorrow as we introduce more of this information to you guys. All right, have a good night, everyone. Merry Christmas to all of you, and we look to see you soon. Good night.